Welcome to our today's topic on video marketing. 3 levels of storytelling. From this video, dropshipper could learn 2 points of storytelling on video marketing. 1. Stories are the oldest expression tool in human history and one of the most influential tools today. In the era of 5G video, stories can give us the ability to understand and change the world. 2. Stories level. The first level is to convey information. The second level is connecting emotion. Third level is persuasive influence. I'm William Jang, founder and owner of LZ Dropship. As a dropship supplier and partner who makes branded dropshipping easy, it is my pleasure to grow up together with dropshippers on how to better improve the productivity of marketing. Subscribe our channel if it interests you too. A brief history of a trilogy author usually one-sided brief history of mankind. The reason why Homo sapiens can defeat all other species is because they have the ability to construct fictional stories. Because in the story, they can better understand each other and reach cooperation. An important feature of image thinking is the sense of a substitution. That is, it can quickly bring you to a certain situation and feeling it. In the 5G era, this is preciously the instance of a video as a main carrier of a story. Stories are the oldest expression tool in human history and one of the most influential tools today. In the era of 5G video, story can give us the ability to understand and change the world. Why short video can spread quickly? Because they are stories. Why is there a figure of genuine material arts where there are Chinese? Because they are stories. Why are their stories more communicative and influential than truth? Because people's brains are naturally happy listening to the stories. Former U.S. President Barack Obama once said that one of the main duties of the U.S. president is to continue to tell story of American dreams. Of course, different people have different levels of storytelling. Generally speaking, there are 3 levels of storytelling. 1. The first level is to convey information. The characteristic of this level is completeness, which means that we can completely use video method to present a story script or retell a real experience so that user can understand. Its basic requirement is that the key plot is not lost in the story, but where it's interesting or meaningful is not necessary condition for this state. In real life, more than 50% of people can do this. 2. The second level is connecting emotions. The characteristic of this level is emotional, so that people who watch your video story will have emotional resonance. There are certain skills, for example, there are details in the story. This detail will evoke the user's sensory response. For example, if there's a conflict in the story, the conflict is more likely to make the audience feel substantiating. This skill will be mentioned below. We can train through professional learning. In real life, about 30% of people can do this. The third level is persuasive influence. The character of this level is timeliness. This is a relatively difficult ability to process and require you to do according to the environment. It is appropriate to use stories to persuade and influence other party. If there is a lot of story accumulation and the skill training, it will not reach this level. In real life, only about 10% of people can do this. We look at these anchors on YouTube or TikTok that can really convert short video story into product sales. It's not that easy to do it, but through continuous improvement, we can fully improve our storytelling state. The fourth level of storytelling. After understanding the above 3 levels of storytelling, you must know that a good story needs to grasp 4 steps. 1. The first step is smooth. Allow reader and the listener to start from the first page of the story and persist to finish watching the end and know what the story is about. 2. The second level is touch. It can make people feel something after watching your video story. Whether it is sad or happy, a good story can touch people's heart. 3. The third level is thinking. After watching your video story, people can think about the connection between this story, this world, and oneself. 4. The fourth level is memories. It allows people to recall something in this story after they leave this story. Even many years later, those things that touched oneself, even if they can't remember what they are, as long as they remember the feeling they touched oneself at that time, just fine. A good story should be like a good book, an axe for breaking through the frozen sea in our heart. A good story is like something software. It's thinking software that we provide to others. Once installed, it will be guarded up and running when appropriate, and process the data by itself. This metaphor about software corresponds to the fourth level of the story we mentioned above. So, subscribe our channel, like, share, comment, click the bell if you like. Contacts below if you need dropship supply services or dropshipping agent services. See you soon next video on top video marketing.